Welcome to New Jersey Labor History. My name is Dan Sidorik, and I'll be the instructor for the course this semester. I think you're going to find this an interesting course. You'll be learning about some new sides of New Jersey that you probably didn't know about before, and that most people in the United States, when they think about New Jersey, don't think about. There are a lot of fascinating stories in our history, and in particular the part of history that we'll be studying, the history of working people. This is a history course, even though it's in the Labor Studies department. And I think that the study of history can be really important for us as citizens of our state and of our nation and of the world. I think that studying history and the problems and struggles that people have had in the past can help us when we confront similar struggles in our own lives in the future. For example, one of the problems that people talk about today is the growing inequality in our country. And what we'll find this semester is that working people in New Jersey have fought inequality in various ways over the last few centuries. So I think there's a real relevance of history to our lives, and at least that's the way I feel, and I hope all of you come to feel the same way. Since this is a history course, we'll be studying that history in the context of the United States and of the world, so that we will have some of that as well. But the concentration of this will be different than a lot of the other history courses you may have taken. I think that this course will differ in two fundamental ways from other courses you may have taken in history. First, as I've already alluded to, this is a course that looks at history from the ground up, from the point of view of working people. We will, of course, be looking at the actions of presidents and governors and industrialists and so on, but we will be focusing primarily on looking at that history from the point of view of working people. The second way that this class will differ from many other history courses is that it all takes place right here in New Jersey. What this does, it gives us a great opportunity to visit some of the sites where that history happened. We'll be able to go to Paterson, where the Great Silk Strike in 1913 happened. We'll be able to come here to Batstow, which is one of the earliest iron mills in New Jersey. And there are many other sites as well. There are 3 site visits that we'll be doing throughout the course. You will be required to do at least 2 of them, and you can do the third one optionally. And in past courses, the site visits have turned out to be the most popular part of the class for many of the students. In the remainder of this video, I'll be talking about some of the other specific class mechanics and details of the course. But again, I wanted to welcome you to this class, and I hope you have a great semester. Now I'd like to go over a few of the course mechanics. The first and most important thing is that you familiarize yourself very early on with the course shell and with the course. Read over the syllabus, go over all the parts of the course shell, understand how to use them, understand what your responsibilities will be in the course. And if you have any questions, please let me know right away. Now, this is a history course, so there will be a fair amount of readings. I don't think there's any way that you can learn history if you don't do a sizable amount of readings, and that's true for this course as well. Now, the textbook, the only required book that you need to purchase, is a very small book. It's a very inexpensive book, less than $10, which is pretty unusual for textbooks these days. One of the reasons I intentionally kept the price low is because there may be some admission fees at some of the historic sites that you visit. But this book is very good as an outline of the history that we'll be covering. Another outline for the material is in the weekly text descriptions in the course shell for each week. So between those 2 sources of the outlines of the material, you should become very familiar with those. You should really be in command of that material. But the real meat of the course is in all the other readings. It's in those readings that we'll go into a lot of depth, understand a lot of the important points in New Jersey history. And all those other readings and site visits and videos and so on will show up on quizzes, your paper, and other assignments. So you really need to make sure that you keep up with all the readings and other responsibilities. Speaking of responsibilities, there will be assignments every week, and you'll need to make sure that you keep up with them. See what the deadlines are, make sure you get assignments submitted by the deadline. Majority of deadlines are on Sunday nights, but there are other assignments that are due on other nights of the week. So please make sure you understand what they are and you get them in on time. I'll also be sending frequent emails out to you with details about the week's work, assignments, site visits, and so on, if there are any changes in the readings or anything. So it's important to check your emails frequently during this course. I'll also be posting announcements in the course shell. And most important, please contact me right away if you have any questions or concerns. If there are any problems, get to me right away. Don't let things fester, and we'll work something out. And finally, I want to again welcome you all to this class. I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's a great topic, and I hope you all enjoy it as much as I do. And I look forward to meeting many of you at the optional class visit to Patterson, but I'm sure I'll get to know all of you through the course shell. Thanks.